Hi everyone, it's Jenny here from The Bear and the Fox, and I'm back today to share some more picture book love with you. Now, the tickets for this year's Edinburgh International Book Festival have gone on sale, so I wanted to share some of our favourites from this year's programme with you. Now, just a wee disclaimer up front, I do currently work for the Edinburgh Book Festival, but all these recommendations are entirely personal, they're all my own recommendations, and all the books that I'm going to show you today are all books that we own, none of them are from work. So just to get that out of the way, and let's get started. So first up, we've got Ross Collins, who we went to see last year at the book festival, and he was absolutely brilliant, and he's got a couple of new books out that he is presenting, and this is one of our favourites. It's called I Am Tiger. It's about a little mouse who thinks he's a tiger, and it's really funny, and there's a twist at the end. We've read this a lot in the weekly story time that I take my 4-year-old to, and we ended up buying it because he loved it so much. So Ross Collins, he's great, and he's on Sunday the 11th of August. Oh, and one thing that I should add is at the time of recording this video, all my recommendations still have tickets available. So if you're thinking of going to any of these, do be quick, because of course there's no guarantee that these events won't sell out. Moving on, we have a couple of books from this brilliant series, Little People, Big Dreams. These are non-fiction books about people from history, but they're really short and they're written so that young children can understand them. So this is my 4-year-old's favourite one. It's Muhammad Ali. After just once or twice reading it, he had his entire life story memorised. And they're really good. There's loads of them out. They started off with women from history, and they've recently started adding some famous men as well that are inspirational. And Isabel Sanchez Vergara, who's the author of these two, she's going to be at the book festival on Thursday the 15th of August. So I think that'd be a great non-fiction one to take younger children to. Then we've got Lucy Volpin. She was at the festival last year, and she's back this year with Crocodile, which is a fun interactive book about art where you get to do things like tilt and turn and shake the book and get kids really involved, and she's coming on Friday the 16th of August. Then this is what my kids, and I have to confess myself too, are most excited about. It's The Great Dog Bottom Swap, and Peter Bentley, who is the author, is coming, and we have tickets to see him because this is one of our favourite picture books of all time. It's not actually a new book. It's celebrating its anniversary, I think the 10th anniversary, and so Peter's coming for that, and he's also presenting a couple of other of his recent things that he's written. But we are so excited about this book and getting to meet Peter. So just in case you're watching this, hi Peter, we can't wait to meet you. Yeah, so that's The Great Dog Bottom Swap. Oh, and that's on Saturday the 17th of August. Then another non-fiction book, Yuval. We love his books. We've got his Big Book of Bugs, and somewhere we've also got his Big Book of the Blue, which I couldn't find in our mess at home. And he's recently had a new one out, the Big Book of Birds. So he's coming to the festival. I'll just give you a little peek inside of the amazing illustrations. He's also got a couple of like picture storybooks as well, with beautiful illustrations, but we love these, his Big Book series. So Yuval is coming on Sunday the 18th to introduce the Big Book of Birds, and on the day before, he's also doing one of the free daily drop-ins. So at the book festival, as well as the ticketed events with the authors presenting new books, etc., there's also daily free drop-in arts and crafts activities. So one of them will be Yuval's Emer, and I think the drop-in is about bugs and his event is about the birds. And This is another book that it's a really funny book that we love. It's called Daddy Farty Pants by Emer Stamp, and Emer is coming to the festival on Tuesday the 20th of August, and the boys, it was recently Father's Day in the UK, and the boys gave Daddy this book for Father's Day. We've got a bit of a tradition where they give Daddy a book for Father's Day that they can then read together. And this year they chose Daddy Farty Pants, and it is just as silly as you would expect from the title, and it's brilliant, and I think you would enjoy this. Next, we've got another of our favourite authors, Moraghead. She is absolutely amazing. Every one of her books has got a completely unique story, and her illustrations are absolutely wonderful. Here's one from this book. So this is Alfred and Albert, and she's got another book, I think it's called Brenda the Sheep. And so she'll be sharing both of her new books, and she's also coming on Tuesday the 20th of August, and she's really, really lovely. And we went to the launch of Alfred and Albert, actually, because we've got an Alfred as well. So she signed the book for him, and he thought it was really cool that there was a book with his name in it. So again, Morag, if you're watching, hi, good luck at the book festival, maybe see you there. And then we've got, another non-fiction book. This is a bit of a whopper. It's really big and heavy, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's I Am the Seed That Grew the Tree. It's selected by Fiona Waters and illustrated by Fran Preston Gannon. It's a nature poem for every day of the year. So it's not a quick read. This is one that you can browse and enjoy throughout the year. Beautifully illustrated, and Fran, the illustrator, she is going to be at the festival also on Tuesday the 20th of August. So if you like any of the recent recommendations, maybe come on Tuesday the 20th and make a day of it. And yeah, so she's going to be talking about this book, and it's really lovely. If you like poetry for children, then I would definitely recommend this one. Then we have got Franklin and Luna Go to the Moon, which is the latest book in Jen Campbell's Franklin and Luna series. The book festival is celebrating the anniversary of the moon landing this year, so there are quite a few sort of moon and lunar themed books in the programme. And I've actually got tickets to go and take my 4-year-old to see Jen's session, and that's on Sunday the 25th of August, so we're really looking forward to that. And last but not least, Shifty McGifty and Slippery Sam. We've got a couple of these books. There's both picture books and chapter books, and there's a Shifty McGifty and Slippery Sam session at this year's festival on Monday the 26th of August, on the last day of the festival. And it won't be this book. I think this is the first one. So it'll be the latest in the series, which is all about aliens. So if you're fans of Shifty McGifty and Slippery Sam, then get yourself down to the festival on the 26th of August. So those were some of our favourite ticketed events that I wanted to highlight, and you will find them all in this year's Edinburgh Book Festival programme. And towards the back, from page 91 onwards, there is the dedicated kids programme session, where you will find all the books and sessions that I mentioned, along with many, many others. There's over 200 events and activities for children and families at the festival this year. And you can also browse all the events and download a copy of the programme on the Edinburgh Book Festival website. And if you go to edbookfest.co.uk/families, then you will find all the information that you need as a family to visit the book festival. So that's it from me for today. I hope you've enjoyed our picks and recommendations. As I said, there's a lot more to discover in the programme, and if you can't make it to Edinburgh for the festival, I'll pop a list of all the books and authors and titles that I've mentioned over on my blog if you want to look up any of those and read them at home. So happy reading, and I will see you next time. Bye!